Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Move on to approval of the workshop minutes for January 8, 2020. Motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Approval of the regular meeting minutes for January 2020. Motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? There are no public hearings or adoptions of any ordinances this evening for first reading. There is one ordinance, which is ordinance 2020-01, which is an ordinance which approves a one-year lease agreement for an approximate 5,000 square foot fenced-in portion of real property located at 208 South Pearl Street, Red Bank, New Jersey, for the public purpose of a police impound yard. This is so we can continue our leasehold arrangement for the impound. Is there a motion to introduce?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Dean?
Yes.
Councilman Triviano?
Yes.
Councilman Ballard?
Yes.
Councilman Inkster?
Yes.
Councilman Zikrich?
Yes.
Councilman Harden?
Yes.
The ordinance passes on first reading. The public hearing will be on February 12th, 2020 at 6:30 p.m. Moving on to resolutions. Resolution 20-38, payment of vouchers in the amount of $4,420,568.88. Motion.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? By consent, unless anyone has any objection or has need for further clarifications, I reviewed the agenda. They are introductory. They are routine and standard resolutions. I will move resolution 20-39 up to and including resolution 20-48.
Ma'am, I just have one question or statement about 20-45. Our risk managers, I think are doing a great job. I have no problem with that. My concern is that, through the course of my sitting on this day, we've had different attorneys representing us who come before us and share the progress of certain actions, either that we've moved or that have been moved against us. And I don't think we're getting that same kind of input from Fairfield. And I would just like to put on the record that I would like to be more informed about the matters that are in court in our name and the residents' names, and that we be given more regular updates on those as, our borough attorney has with, certain litigation, or fair share housing, and other things where we've been kept up to date on the proceedings.
Okay, one of the possible reasons for that is that 95% of all actions in which the JIF is involved with, and these people are representing us, are standard slip and falls and property damage claims. And as Mr. Cannon will tell you, those are rather perfunctory and routine. It does not generally impact the general tax rate and or our ability because they're covered by the retention agreement. There are a couple of litigation matters which, frankly, we're going to be discussing one of them tonight in executive session. Those things I think your council should be entitled to have memorandums on a regular basis, but we've been trying to do that on important cases. But again, 95% of the actions that the JIF is involved in are slip and falls or stop sign cases, or somebody, complains about a sidewalk being cracked and they fall. So I don't know if it would be necessarily productive since they fall under retained. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. And the mayor's point is right, but they do more than just that too.
Right.
And obviously, I assume your question stems in the fact that the finance committee is one of the finances. You guys just renewed the JIF, I believe, this
Yep.
year.
Right.
So they just went through all of your risks,
Mhm.
and they manage they do employee trainings, all sorts of stuff.
Right.
And you had asked me for a litigation update on this. If I don't say it now, when you brought this up, Zach Gunn offered to come in and talk to you guys about the stuff they're doing for you. When he gave you the loss run to keep the report that I gave you. So, on the risk, I would say he offered to come if you're asking about it. And I can certainly call him and set that up if you want.
Right, but there are suits that the risk managers are handling that are more than just slip and falls, that are more detailed and in-depth.
No, their risk managers don't do that. That's a JIF. The JIF handles the lawsuits. The risk manager looks at our town, looks at the risks, looks at all that, gets quotes for different JIFs. As they did in our case, they got a few different quotes for a few different JIFs. And then they make a recommendation to the borough as to what's the best JIF. The JIF is handled they handle the lawsuit, so they're the ones who assign attorneys, and then those attorneys should report back to the JIF, who could report to us. But the risk managers, that's not their responsibility.
So it's, we're hiring a company to hire another company to hire the attorney that represents.
No, it's an insurance, basically they're your insurance broker, and they look at the different JIFs that are out there.
Right.
And then the JIF is our insurance. And the
Okay, so the JIF attorneys
Yeah.
who are prosecuting or defending us in certain legal actions, can we ask them when it's more than
Yeah.
just a simple civil call to come in and talk to us?
Well,
You don't want them to come in.
You don't want
that
them- yes.
update, you can send us memorandum.
Memorandum to the
Or
borough
something.
attorney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again,
Borough
and
attorney.
the mayor hit the nail on the head, because we're about to discuss, litigation, and I don't know if the attorney's here to discuss it with us, or, I guess we're looking at something that we have no idea what's really going on, except what's in the papers. And that's kind of unfair.
No, that's what, we get updated by those papers, and if we have additional questions, we get directed out to those attorneys and to the JIF.
But we don't have this.
That's what we talk about.
And that's what I'm asking for.
Okay, other than that, which was the question, was not a denial, so we'll move, is there a motion on the resolution?
Okay.
Yeah. Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Mayor and council comments? Mike?
Now, you said you're gonna switch it up.
Okay, then I'll start then.
I have no, so, you can start with me this week, but I'll hold you to it the next week.
Council, I want to thank all members of the council for
But
joining us.
I have no report.
Okay, I want to thank all members of the council for joining us, and those who could at the Martin Luther King II services, both on Friday and on Monday, and it was extraordinary community involvement. I also wanted to say, and I want to thank some members of the public who were here for the first of the 2020 Mayor's focus meetings at 5:30 before the council meeting, and I'm grateful for the residents who did come and discuss certain items that were important for them, and I took notes, we'll be getting back to them, and also to New Jersey American Water for meeting with me and discussing some issues of their concern and their involvement in the community. Lastly, as some of the members of the council were present at the Methodist Church on Monday, I did announce that the Red Bank will be in the lead in forming reached out to a number of Monmouth mayors, forming a mayor's alliance against hate, bigotry, and prejudice in Monmouth County. As I said Monday, there's a prosecutors task force, there are police task forces, there are other task forces, but unfortunately there's not been at least a countywide effort by the chief officers of the 53 municipalities to join together and send out the identical statement in all 53 towns, hopefully that will be joining in to combat the spiraling increase trajectory of roughly 15% over the previous year in hate crimes and violence incidents of all types, mostly related to individuals of different genders, different color, different language, different national origins, race, orientation, all sorts of things, and faith also. So hopefully we'll get that off the ground in the next couple of weeks. Reaching out to all my colleagues in Monmouth County to see if we can get a really solid group of dedicated women and men to join together to give the political leadership that I think this needs in all of our towns. So thanks for the support of the council people who were there, but I thought it was an important message to get out on the scene.
And it also costs service.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mayor. February coming is Black History Month, and the kickoff starts at the beginning of the month. And the T. Thomas Fortune Cultural Center is kicking off the month, and Valentine's Day pre-celebration on Thursday, September 13th at 6 p.m. with love letters to Count Basie, the kid from Red Bank. These letters will be written by noted musicians and other personalities. Count Basie was the very first Grammy Award recipient ever, and they'll be celebrated here in Red Bank by the T. Thomas Fortune Cultural Center at a reception celebrating the 85th anniversary of the Count Basie Orchestra, which is still performing tonight to sold-out audiences. Anyone wishing to attend can email info@tthomasfortunefoundation.org. So please come out and show some love for Red Bank's most noted and celebrated native son, William James Count Basie. That's it.
Thank you, Ed. Kathy?
No reports.
Thank you. Kate?
I have a report from the Environmental Commission. Let's see. So as many of you know, we did pass a plastic ban ordinance. There was sunrise vision on that, so it won't go into effect for our businesses until September. The Borough and the Environmental Commission worked together to create educational materials that went out to those businesses. It's available in English and Spanish on the Borough website. Thank you to the translator team for translating what was a dense amount of information, and thank you to Steve Johnson and the Commission for putting that design work into place for all of us and for the businesses. The Green Team and the library continue to team up for their Sustainable Red Bank series. It's an ongoing monthly series at the library covering topics such as composting and recycling, sustainable travel, and climate change. Next month is Pay Up Climate Polluters. If you want to get more information on that, the chair of the Environmental Commission is right there, Nancy Blackwood. Earth Day has the date and location secured for Saturday, April 25th. This year it'll be at the Red Bank Middle School, which is awesome because if it rains, we don't get thrown off, and that means we can plan more confidently and securely for the year. And then lastly, I wanted to congratulate the Environmental Commission, who continues to work so well with our grant writers and with our business administrator. We just received another grant for $10,000 through Sustainable Energy Project. Let's see, it's through Sustainable Jersey, but I never remember this. It's the Gardenier Environmental Fund. So it's actually going to be used to install solar panels at Count Basie Park. If you want to see more about that, you can go to our Borough website. And I have no report from police and fire. Thank you.
Just have a quick question.
Sure.
I read with much interest and glee, and I normally don't compliment the People's Republic of China because of their human rights records, but I have to compliment the Chinese government for issuing a decree that is so far-reaching that it took me by surprise. And one of the things included in this decree of the plastic ban is the fact that they have issued an edict that will ban straws from all establishments. So I know we talked about it, and I know that there were issues in terms of
Yeah, so
acceptability. And I read that Italy is coming out with pasta straws. Other countries in Europe have disposable straws that don't have to use them. What are we doing with this hideous instrument that is in everybody's drink that bars keep on putting on your table whether you want it or not?
So in the ordinance, it says by request only, which means that they can't just be giving them out unless you request one. That was the healthiest way to write the ordinance, because as I stated, in places like California, who were at the forefront of this, they realized that people with disabilities and other people were not able to drink things. And you're right, there's a lot of great alternatives that are even greater than paper, and the price point has gone down. I was just at a restaurant the other week at Nettie's House of Spaghetti, and in Tin Falls, and they actually use ones made of hay. They're phenomenal. They hold up really well in your drinks. And that's something that the Environmental Commission has, offered to do educationally with our businesses. Not help them with picking their vendor, their providers, but to have a good conversation about alternatives, because I agree, it's important to get into the details.
Yeah, I mean, if maybe at the next River Center meeting, if you could maybe send them and request them to put out an advisory that the straws are by request only, then that would be helpful.
Yeah, it's in the education.
Because they're all putting them on your table, whether you want them or not.
Right, it starts in September.
Okay, thanks. Eric?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just a few announcements. The Sweetheart Dance is Friday, February 7th at the Elks Lodge. There's still a couple spots left for the ski trip to Blue Mountain which is going to be on Saturday, February 8th. So please contact Parks and Rec if you want to sign up. Also, the deadline for baseball and softball is next Friday, January 31st. And then finally, the Red Bag Business Alliance is hosting their New Year, New Flavor tasting event at the Molly Pitcher Inn on Monday, January 27th from 6 to 9 p.m. So hopefully everybody can come out to that.
Thank you. Council?
Nothing to report.
Thank you. Okay. Any other discussion items? If not, any comments from members of the public? Brendan?
Does it count for 1 5-minute or 2 5-minute?
Is this going to be 2 5-minutes or 1 5-minute?
Well, hopefully 2.5 minutes.
One at a time, Marge.
Okay.
Cindy Burnham, 71 Wallace Street. I went to the first pre-council mayor's meeting.
You were the first one, by the way.
I was waiting for him, because if he didn't show, I was going to spread the word. But anyway, I'm glad we had that time together because we could work one-on-one. And I came tonight to talk about this sign that Marjorie had turned me on to. Can I give everybody one of these? Because I want everybody to see it. I never even knew the sign was here. Yeah. And like I said, Marjorie made me aware of it. She told Mr. Shahadi, he took it down, we're gonna get a new one. But I think it's very important. Yeah, that's the one. And you know, it's a historic sign. And whether we put bumper cars or putt-putt golf or whatever we put in Marine Park, we could still have our historic sign up stating what, if you look at the second page, it says what the sign used to say. And I just think, you know, it was on the road on the way down to Marine Park, right? Mm-hmm. Right, but we never noticed it because of the, you know, the condition that it was in. So Mayor said he's going to replace, and that's great, and we're looking forward to it, and thanks, Mayor.
We'll have a plan.
Okay. Well, I thought so too.
Yeah. It's good.
Okay, thank you.
Marjorie Cavalier, One Bridge Avenue. So I'm a retired history, social studies, and English teacher, so I always note monuments, why are they there, what's the importance of them. And in addition to the sign, I think there's a lot of relevant historic places in Red Bank, and maybe you think about having a formalized walking trail that highlights some of these. I know Count Basie was mentioned. I wonder how many people here know where his house is located on Mechanic Street. So maybe you could have a sign on that house or other places in town of interest. I've been to Hoboken and they have a self-guided walking tour there. I know our library has walking tours. I've attended them. But again, how many people do? So let's embrace the history of Red Bank.
Thank you, Ms. Cavalier.
Yeah.
May I ask a question?
Sure.
Where did you teach?
I taught in the Monmouth County Vocational School District.
You live in Red Bank, right?
I live in Red Bank, yes.
I don't know.
You're a history teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Would you kindly diary the next mayor's meeting for the second Wednesday in November? I'd like a meeting with you because I want to pick your brain on something. I'm sorry. We might get it off the ground by February.
Oh, okay. So I'll put it on my calendar.
Yeah,
Hopefully I'm
but
not traveling.
You can't just make an appointment with me because if you're a historian, you're a history teacher, and you have a specific interest in topography and also historical landmarks, topography, I obviously I'm not a Native American. I wasn't born here. I was born in Italy. I'm proud of it. However, in looking around the topography of Red Bank, everybody claims that the word Red Bank came from some sort of topographic conditions in terms of the clay.
Right.
But there were people on whose land we are now sitting and standing. And frankly, in the history of this town and the topography of this town and the named places of this town, there are very few references to those interloping. I think we ought to have a discussion, and we can start just the two of us, in terms of what steps could be taken to recognize the contributions of the native individuals whose land we are now on. And I'm struck by, I had to attend a conference which was presided by the Governor General of Canada, Governor General Payette. And I was expecting that the Governor General would have her remarks in the two official languages of Canada, French and English, which she's perfectly fluent in. Much to my surprise and my glee, she opened up her remarks saying, in the Cree language, and she's not Cree, but she's mastered it, and she said, I want to welcome you to Beach Falls, Governor's residence in Ottawa. She said, this is actually not my property. This was the property of Crees, and I want to welcome you in their native language. So I think we ought to have some sort of forward thinking about how do we recognize, and maybe this is the place to start.
Okay, I will definitely put it on my calendar, and I think it's also interesting that we're not the only red bank in New Jersey, and
We're the best one.
well, but there's a current book on the bestseller list called The Water Dancer, which actually we discussed at the book club at the T. Thomas Fortune House, and it mentions the Red Bank Ferry, not this Red Bank Ferry, but it's the one out of Camden County. So, again, just kind of, it's important to correct that history and know our history. So, well, thank you, and I'll look forward to seeing you in February.
Good.
Ms. Cavalier, are you an active member of the Fortune Cultural Center?
I am a participating member of the book club. I've offered, once they get a formal docent program going, to help Gilda.
No, thanks. But I was in a meeting with them in the Count Basie Theater this morning. They are actually putting together a map as the Cultural Center is working on celebrating Count Basie all year long, starting in February.
Okay,
So
who's
that-
leading that?
Gilda is.
Oh, all right.
And
Well,
she was working in collaboration with John Bennett and Adam Phillipson at the Basie Center for the Arts.
and I don't know that I heard in your report, they're also planning that that special exhibit of Count Basie
And that starts the 13th of February, and that will be the kickoff.
bringing the artifacts from Rutgers
Yes.
down? Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
all right,
Thank you.
thank you. Did you have that? You can have that.
Any other members of the public? If not, motion to close. Second, all in favor? We have need to recess for executive session to discuss contract negotiations as well as litigation. And I do not anticipate formal action.
Oh.
Is that right? Formal action, we will not take. No. Okay, so we will be coming up back just to close the session to no formal action. Motion? Second? All in favor?
All right.
We're adjourned.